Hello there, how you doing? What a day the Lord has made. Let us rejoice and be glad in it.
Amen.
You know, before any speech I ever make, I always acknowledge my Lord Jesus Christ, because he said if you don't acknowledge him, he's not going to acknowledge you. And when I come knocking on him to let me in. And I also want to acknowledge my wife and her mother, because I said we're in this fight together. So I acknowledge them as well, because we're fighting. And also I have Team Herschel here, but I also want to acknowledge all you for coming. And I'm going to tell you the reason why, because we're going to win the Senate seat. And we're going to do it together. And I'm going to tell you the reason why, because I've always been telling this story about this man that died early in life. He died early in life, and as he got to the pearly gates in heaven, St. Peter met him there. And St. Peter says, "Sir, you're here a little early right now. So you're the only one in history that's going to get an opportunity to decide where you want to go. I'm going to take you to hell, or I'm going to take you to heaven, but you get to decide." So he puts him in his elevator, and he takes him all the way down to hell, and the doors open up, and there's a party going on. He sees some of his friends down there. He's having a great time. And after a couple of hours, St. Peter came to him and said, "You ready to go? You ready to go?" He said, "I got to leave now." He said, "Yeah, you got to go. You got to make a decision. This is important." He puts him in this elevator. He takes him all the way up to heaven. And the doors open up. There's people floating around on clouds. They're having a good time. They're just laughing and just having a marvelous time. And after a couple of hours, St. Peter came to him and said, "Have you made your mind up? Have you made your mind up?" And the guy said, "Well, St. Pete, I hate to tell you this. I think I want to go to hell. That seems like my type of place. I think I want to go to hell." St. Peter said, "You sure?" So he puts him in his elevator, sends him all the way back down to hell. And now the doors open up, and it is hot. People are crying. They're just miserable. They're having a terrible time. And all of a sudden this guy goes, wait a minute. A couple of hours ago, there was a party going on. And Satan shows up and said, "A couple of hours ago, I was campaigning." And I tell you that because people always ask me why I'm running. I say I'm running because there's a lot of people that are campaigning. They're not telling you the truth. They're lying to you. They want to take you down in this elevator. Because right now, I'm running against someone that wants to separate my family. And all of you, I don't care about my color, your skin. I care about you being my family. You're an American. It don't matter about whether you're black or white. What matters is you're an American. And I see them want to separate my people, because the guy I'm running against, he said America need to apologize for its whiteness. And I said, have you read the Constitution in the 14th Amendment, where our founding fathers said we got to treat every man fair? That is an apology right there. It may not work for him, but you know it works for America. And that's what we got to get back to. And the guy I'm running against, he's taking you down in that elevator. He's not telling you the truth. Guys, I've had almost $55 million against me already. Can you believe it? And the race is virtually tied, or I'm ahead by one, or he ahead by one, which means Georgia is ready for a new senator in Washington, D.C. And I want to tell you right now, I may not know, but it's time for him to go. Because he is not doing right by Georgia. He seems to do right by Joe Biden. And he was elected by you guys. You guys elected him there, and now he's forgotten about the reason he went. Remember, he called our law enforcement bullies, thugs, defund the police. I'm going to tell you that's a dumb idea. Wait, I can't say dumb. That's not politically correct. That's a stupid idea. We know this country needs law and order. Even in the great Garden of Adam and Eve, God said, from this place here you have total freedom. But if you touch and eat from that tree here, you will surely die. They were held to responsibility. But the people we've elected to office now have forgotten about that. Now they're making our law enforcement demons, making criminals heroes. Right now, the guy I'm running against believes in no cash bail. believe in emptying the prisons. We're going to make us prisoners in our own home. And I'm saying not on my watch. Not on my watch. It is time for us to get leaders in Washington that represent people. Not represent Joe Biden, not represent other countries. They get mad when you say make America great again. And you're living here in America and you're worried about whether America should be great. If you live here, America should be great.
That's right.
We got to support our men and women in blue. Right now, recruitment is down. Right now, the morale is down. And the way you get it back up, we put trust between our citizens and the police. The other day, I was leaving the campaign office. It was starting to get dark outside, and I saw a car being pulled over by a policeman. And as it was getting dark, the car was a white letter car with dark windows. And I started getting nervous because I didn't know what was going to happen because now we all got iPhones. And all we do is videotape someone getting injured. I can't believe they're doing that. So I started getting nervous. The first thing I started thinking, because they're training me, that the police need to be reformed. But I'm not going to let them take me down in that elevator. Because I said, no, why don't the citizens get reformed as well? To learn respect.
That's right.
Learn respect for our police officers because everybody want to go home safe. Everybody want to go home safe. But we can't get it done. We can't get it done until we put the right people in office to make that deal for us. Because it's on the books. It's on the books, but instead of them making the right deal, they're looking to be with their friends. They hang out at golf courses. Let me tell you, I don't even like golf. I can play, but I don't even like golf. And then think about our military. You know, I've heard from a great guy, President Reagan, who said there's peace through strength. There's peace through strength. And he's 100% correct. But now they're bringing wokeness in our military. That means if we have no strength, we're going to have no peace. Because I can promise you right now, China, Iran, Russia, they're not talking about how you identify. Not talking about pronouns. I told them early on, my pronoun is sick and tired of it. My pronoun is tired of it. It is time for us to do the right thing. The right thing is to support our military, support our veterans. They have paid the ultimate price, not just mentally, physically as well. Some of them have lost their life. You know, you saw what happened in Afghanistan. You think every leader in the world wasn't watching that? He saw a weak president. And then he saw weak people not getting on his case. We lost 13 service members. And no one brings it up. No one talks about it. That was a son, a daughter, a father, a child, a mother. No one talks about that. It's like it's no big deal. No, it is a big deal. And we got to hold people accountable. But now we don't want to do that. Well, I will. Because I told them I'm not a politician. Y'all see I'm not a politician. I'm a warrior for God. And I told my mom I was running. When I told my mom I was running, my mom said, Bo, because my nickname is Bo. And y'all probably thought Bo Jackson. But Bo Jackson hasn't beat Herschel Walker in anything we ever done. I can tell you that. So my mom said, Bo, are you sure you want to do this? And I said, Mom, I asked someone far greater than a man right now. When I see someone out there running, telling people things that are not true, even though he's a minister, but he's a senator now, and he's voted. His voting record says he's voting 96% of the time with Joe Biden. 96% of the time, but now he wants to distance himself. Now he's pretending that, oh, I don't want him to come down and campaign with me because he wants your vote. He want to take you down to that elevator. He want to fool you. He want to lie to you. But I'm telling you, don't fall for it. Don't fall for it. This is the greatest country in the world today because we can get along, but we got to get along right now. We got to let everyone know. Let these other countries know that they're not going to divide us. This is a new war right now. This is a new war right now. This border is wide open. And let me tell you, this border is wide open. Do you know how many the fentanyl is coming into this country from the border? I'm gonna tell you something. It's gonna shock you. Do you know they have found 10 tons of fentanyl coming through the border? That's enough to kill every American 13 times over. And yet this border is wide open. And I'm gonna tell you right now, all you moms and dads, grandmothers, grandfathers, Hey, you look out for your kids. Halloween is coming. And they're dressing fentanyl up to look like candy now. So this is a new war. And we think that some of these people are all friends. China ain't our friend. They want to be a superpower. And yet we're like doing the things we're doing. This economy, who do you think holding the debt? Who do you think holding the debt? China got some of it. We're indebting ourselves to someone that don't like us. They're buying up real estate here in the United States of America. I'm in the food business. They bought the largest pork company in the United States of America. China owns it. And we have people in Washington making bad deals for us. And the way we can change it come November, we got to vote for people that believe in America, believes in the Constitution. People ask me why I'm running. I'm running because I want to take wokeness out of our military. I want to support our men and women in blue. And I'm also going to lower our taxes because they seem to want to spend your money. They seem to want to spend your money. They're easy at spending your money. Hey, that student loan, hey, did y'all co-sign for a loan? Has anyone here co-signed for a loan? I haven't co-signed for no loan. But yet they got to take your money. But it's like a magician trick. And you guys got to pay attention to it because they're taking down that elevator. Y'all, you see it. They just listen to them. When they say, hey, I'm going to give you a tax credit. I'm going to give you a tax credit. But yet they're raising your taxes over here. That tax credit ain't doing nothing but getting you in debt. That's all they're doing, getting you in debt because they're taking it out of one pocket from the other one. And they're giving it back to you, thinking they're giving you something. They're not giving you anything. They're just taking you down that elevator because they want power. They want power. They don't want to serve you. They want to control you. And you ask me why I'm running. I'm running because I'm sick and tired of this. And then when they found out that we're a little too old for this here, that we got it, they go to the kids. They go to your kids because they're bringing that wokeness into the school system now. Can you believe that? They're telling your kids to hate themselves if they're white. They're telling the black kids, you can't make it. You're a victim. Hey, God don't look at your skin color. He looks at your heart. Amen. Maybe we need to get back to that. Because I told him, I said, you know what about Herschel Walker? And I'm talking about myself in third person here, but I know it. I said, I got white people in my family today. Can you believe that? Right. I know you can't believe I got black people in my family too. I got Asian. I got all types of races in my family. I even got a Russian girl in my family. But she's giving me 3 beautiful nephews. So we're all mutts. We're all mutts, and I love every last one of them. That's right. So I'm going to tell you something. I'm going to tell you something you may not know. Because 23andMe has screwed us all up, so we're all mutts. But it's okay to be a mutt because the most important thing is we're Americans. And that's what we need to get back to, is being an American, protecting this country, and protecting each other. So the house divided cannot stay. And if they continue to go to our young people, continue to try to cause terrorists, domestic terrorists out of the parents, because you care about your kids, there's a problem. And the way we can solve it is by coming together. Because they try to divide us so we can't come together and make the right choices. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. They're calling you names. Don't be afraid of them calling you all types of names. They've been calling me names. You probably seen some of them. Hey, I was shocked at some of them. Some of them I didn't even know. Hey, they called me a coon the other day. Think it's going to hurt my feelings. But they don't know I'm from the country. A coon is one of the smartest animals out there, so you can't hurt my feelings by calling me that. You know what's going to hurt my feelings? What's going to hurt my feelings is I can't let my wife go to the mall because of the crime that my senator that's in Washington doesn't seem to care about. Right now, you can rent a security guard to take you through the mall. And we're talking about crime. We're talking about this wide open border. We're talking about this economy. All this is on his watch. Less than 2 years, and this is where we at. Less than 2 years, this is where we at. Our military, our police, economy. And we don't stop there. We don't stop there. They're taking us down in that elevator. People always ask me why I'm running. I'm running because I was one of those America's dreams. I was told I wasn't going to make it because everybody know the glory, but they don't know the story. I started from this little town in Wrightsville, Georgia. And I always tell everybody, if you got 1 year to live, move to Wrightsville. So that year's forever. We just say no, say no. And my mom said I was big bone, which meant I was fat. And I used to have a stuttering problem where I couldn't put a sentence together. So for 4 years of my life, I never went out for a recess. For 4 years of my life, I never spoke in a classroom. I used to get beat up every day. But because of the grace of God, I got a scholarship to go to the University of Georgia. Because of the grace of God, I got a chance to win a Heisman Trophy. Because of the grace of God, I got a chance to play 15 years of football. Because of the grace of God, I got a chance to be on the 1992 Olympic bobsled team. And there's absolutely no snow in Georgia. So what I'm here to tell you, maybe we need to get back to our faith. Maybe we need to get back to the way we came. Because right now, we elect the people in Washington not making the right deal for us. They seem to care about themselves. They seem to care about everything. And right now, I need to tell you this. You know what's so funny? We're one of the most environmental friendly drilling of anyone in the world today. And right now, we're going to enemies to get our energy from. I don't know if you just saw that Russia just had a pipeline destroyed. Whether America did it, whether Russia did it, who knows? But right now, we're going to our enemies to ask them to help us. That's a terrible idea. Right now, we're talking about getting back into this Iran deal. Terrorists. These people that chant death to America, death to Israel, one of our closer allies. And we're negotiating with them, talking to them. It's sort of like they're changing all the definitions in the word, in the dictionary. You saw it. Recession. What is a woman? And now a man can get pregnant. I'm here to tell you a man can't get pregnant. I'm here to tell you that a biological man should not be in women's sports. When my dad told me no, he meant no. And when I got too big, he said, if you don't like the rules underneath my roof, leave my house. And right now, we're a good country. We're a country of immigrants, but we're also a country of laws. We need to get back to it. And it's time to do it right now. Come November, not just vote for Herschel Walker. You got to vote for more. You got to vote for more people that believe in this country. More people that believe in America, believes in the Constitution, believes in our schools. Because we cannot continue to go like we're going. 2 years is enough. 6 more? Can we take it for 6 more years? No. We can't do this. And I said, if I have to fight alone, do you think I'm scared? Because I said I answer someone far greater than man right now. When I see what happened in Venezuela, you see what's happening in these other countries that are just like this, they start going to the economy. They start going to the energy. And then all of a sudden they change the country. And that's what they're trying to do here. But they're taking you down in that elevator by lying to you. Well, it's time for us to stand up. And I want to just leave you with this. There's 2 things. The first thing I'm going to say is, Senator Warnock is going to debate me October the 14th. Can you believe it? And he has said that I didn't want to debate him, but that is not the truth. I've been chasing him forever to get him to debate me, and he thought I couldn't catch him. He don't know Herschel Walker, does he? I got him now, and he got to show up. He's got to show up and tell the people why he's voted the way he's voted. He got to show up and tell the people why he said some of the things he said. And then we're going to see who should be the citizen. I'm ready to show up. And I tell you, after November, he's going to show up at his precinct. And he's going to be dressed nice. But he's going to go in there to vote. And as he walks behind that podium by himself, he probably peek over the top and see if there's anyone looking. Then you're going to look down and see Senator Raphael Warnock incumbent. And then you're going to see underneath Herschel Jr. Walker. And because I think there's some decency in it, we're going to mark Herschel Jr. Walker. And I just want to leave you with this, because sometimes we forget about how great we have it. That we think something is better somewhere else. And I'm telling you it's not. Because I remember hearing this story about this at your country board. Hearing this story about this bull out in the field with grass all the way up to his kneecap. And he had 6 cows out there with him, and all he had to do was eat grass. But he kept his nose up against the fence, looking at 3 of the cows up on the hillside in the other field that didn't belong to him. So he, instead of worrying about what he had, he thought something else was better over there. So one day he decided, I'm going to jump this fence and get over there because I think it's better over there. Not worried about what he got here. So that day came where he measured that fence up. And he measured that fence up and he got back at a certain distance and he took off running and he dove over that fence and he barely made it and his belly got cut up under the bottom. And he rolled over and realized he was on the other side and he shook it off. And he ran up to the top of the hill, but when he got up there, he realized that they were bulls too. So I tell you that, let's take care of home. It's time for us to take care of home, and the only way you can take care of home is by doing it together. God bless you guys. Thank you guys so much. Thank you.